Greetings and welcome to another excellent Pirate Edition World of Tanks video. I have a great game for you here with my Sexton in Himmelsdorf. And as the title tells you, I set a new personal record in this tank for kills on what some people say is a horrible artillery map. So perhaps you guys are going to be interested in seeing how that is done. It's a pretty fun game, a lot of good stuff, and I got some extra bonus material for you that should help some of you who don't know much about long hauls. But believe me, you'll know more after this video. So let's get to it. Oh, and it would be really nice if you could give me a good old pirate thumbs up to help spread the word across YouTube. Now, let's go to the rest of the video. Alright, so now we're going to go take care of some business to the best of our ability. Get out of my way, robot. Stupid robot. Okay. I'm going to post up here and see what I can see. Unfortunately, it's not that great to be third person for artillery, because it's just not a really exciting position and you cannot see the zoom effect at all. All we can do is look at these guys, and the orange guys will turn white when I hit them. But it's more about positioning versus what's going on, as you see on the mini map. For example, we look here. So wrong way, he's going to go up there to the northwest corner. And he's going to get swarmed. There he is right there. You see it? Bravo 3, Charlie 3. That's wrong way. Let's go watch him. Come on, baby. There he is. So he was swarmed by a bunch of dudes. He said 7 guys. That was what kept the phrase he kept telling me. I'm like, okay, dude. You know, I'm not questioning you on that. But we'll follow him until whatever happens, happens. So he's shooting the artillery. I'm like, okay, you're shooting him. Fantastic. Oh man, what a crazy roll. Got him. Nice. And he's dead, Jim. So that's the end of wrong way. Just after 2 minutes and change of this game. Kind of funny. I mean, it's funny only because we've ended up winning this game. It's not funny at the time. I mean, did I kill? 3 so far. During the time when he was running wild. You know, and he distracted the crud out of those guys. So I'm like, okay, we're down a guy still. But what do they have over there? They have a Panzer IV human. And they have the T1E6X1, which is the Xbox One version. You know, Tier 2 light tank. That's all their people. The Panzer IV is dead. One of the robots, they have 1 guy left. 1 human, the rest are robots. I'll kill every robot with my artillery. On this map, I'll kill them all. It doesn't matter. They don't attack in coordinated efforts. So they're almost irrelevant to me. But that's only because I am an ace artillery. So now down 2 guys still, 4 to 6, but they're all robots except for that E6 guy. The key thing is knowing as much about your opponents as you can. So the robots, I guarantee you, will come to my base. Wrongway and I were having a discussion because he wasn't sure exactly where I should be going for shotgunning. You know, because I'm going to shotgun guys probably. That's what he was thinking, and you know, which is because he's a good artillery player himself. But I told him, nah, the place to stay is right at my base. They're going to come here. I guarantee it. You know, and look, there comes the midget. We're going to back up. Boom, you're dead. Back up to the wall so he can't get behind me, and then goodbye, Charlie. Well, he didn't quite make it. He was the only guy that was going to be any difficult at all. The robots, I'll kill them all. They're just a bunch of, you know, junk tier 2s. They're not fast at all. Whatever, dude. There won't be any coordinated attack on me. Not in the way a human would coordinate. This guy shows up, but he goes over to the corner, which is kind of odd. I expected him to just come down the road. Well, I'll move and get a shot. And oh, look, there's another jerk. Son of a freak. I can't shoot him. I'm going to miss that shot. There you go. Because they're... And then there's a third one. What a freak. See, that should have killed him in one shot. It's the game cheating. When the game varies the damage it does, it's not trying to do anything. It doesn't calculate this stuff based upon angles and what have you. That's what they'd have you believe. It's all just a numbers game where they can just cheat you and then claim it's something else. That guy dies in one shot. When artillery shoots you, you're dead. There is no partial damage on a tier 2 tank. It doesn't have any hit points to speak of. It's a fraud. It still didn't matter. I still killed him. H35, right? Yeah, that's an H35. So I'm going to kick his butt too. He's the precursor model to the 38H Panzer. It's a very good tier 2 tank. That H35 is tough as heck. But he ain't tougher than my artillery. You damaged me, you freak. And now you're dead. Tier 10 weirdo. That guy, is he the R35? The H35 is a Hotchkiss. The R35 is a Renault. I think it's an R35 is what that is. For some reason, my thing was on him. But, yeah, that's a Renault right there, Renault 35. My circle was a oval at that range. Completely encircled him and just was missing him. That's another cheat by the game company. Don't believe their propaganda. And there is Wrongway in third place. You know, with he did kill that artillery, which was good. I had shot him before he killed him, so I had done some damage to him. I helped him out. I was trying to help him as I killed those, you know, 3 guys that were in his vicinity. And he got the artillery, which was great, because that way he could get a long haul, which he got. And the scenario that happened, he got a long haul. He had a decent score. Not great, but decent. Same thing with this auto reboot. That was because of the phenomenon of you have a guy that goes like ape. This is what I did. I went ape and killed 8 guys. And that just took those 8 guys out of the equation for other characters, you know, robots, or to do damage to pass Wrongway and potentially bump him down to 8th position or less, which would mean no long hauls. So this is a scenario that happens. If you can score low and get a long haul qualification if a bunch of guys score in the same vicinity, okay? Or if one or two guys go ape and just vacuum up all of the extra, relatively easy to kill guys for whatever tank that they have. Like me, I just annihilated those robots. The point being that A, it gives points to me, but B, it will help carry wrong way up because I'm reducing the ability for people to pass him in scoring. Or not people, but actually robots. So that's what happened there. So that was really fantastic that both of us were able to get a long haul. And I set my own personal record now because my previous record was 6 kills on this map in a Sexton. Now it's 8. So, yeah, good luck beating that. I mean, it's not easy to beat because you just don't get the traffic that you need as a general rule to get more than, I got 8 because I short range killed how many guys? The T1E6, the R35, the H35, and whatever the heck that other guy was. So I killed 4 guys right by my base, and I'm going to get a medal for that. So I shotgunned, as we say, 4 guys. So it ain't beating 8 in artillery is going to be real hard on this map, for sure. All right, here we are at end of game screen. Now, Sexton Artillery has an 81% silver bonus. That's how I got 58,000. I got 9,000 plus commander points, and that's not using a booster. That's just straight commander points. But that's because I have rations on my tank for 10%, and I have a 30% commander with a 10% quick learner. So it's a 50% bonus every game with a 3-star commander. So 8 kills, great. Almost 2,000 damage, great. That's how I raked it in. Now let's check out those medals. On the medals, Hand of God. Survive and win the battle, receiving damage from 4 different players. Okay, so that's a check. Stark medal. This is for being Tony Stark. Oh, no, it's not. It's for driving artillery and destroying at least 2 enemies that cause damage to you. Well, I got 4. Okay. That's 4 guys that damaged me. I killed 2 of them. You get the Stark medal for that. This is knocking out modules or crew. This is the highest damage in the game. Duelist is destroy at least 2 enemies that cause damage to your vehicle. Okay. Now, the Stark medal is only for artilleries. But this would be the equivalent of a Stark medal if you were in a different tank. You wouldn't get a Stark medal. Medium, heavy tank, whatever. But in artillery, you can get the Duelist and the Stark medal. So, basically, the Stark medal is the Duelist medal exclusively for artilleries. The Top Gun is not a movie about airplanes. It's about killing 6 dudes in this game. Oh, well, actually, it's both. So, whatever. Scoreboard. So, we already know that I was first. Wrong Way was third. I mean, that's a good performance. Look, if you look at it, we killed 9 guys. That left 6 for the rest of the team. 2 for that robot. 1 for this guy, Panzer IV. 1 for that robot. 1 for that robot. And 1 for this robot. So our players weren't very good in the killing department. But that's okay. This guy did decent damage. Not great. But, you do what you can. A Stewart is not a good tank for this map because it's very lightweight. Hard for him to do more than 350, really. So, they contributed to the best of their ability. The E6 is a tier 2. He did not have a great E6 match, but again, as a tier 2, he contributed 300. That's just the way it is. Now, a lot of the opportunities for him to score would have been removed or covered by myself because I went ape. Okay, so that's just what happened. What about the enemy E6 guy that I killed? Their artillery that Wrong Way got 100 damage. That was horrible. the E6 guy. He was our top scorer. That guy did 850 damage. He was damaged when I killed him. He only killed one guy, but that guy had a very good game for a tier 2 guy, so you got to give him credit. This guy had a solid 2-kill game as well. Now this guy was a robot, probably killed 2 robots. This guy, he didn't do that great. You know, that's fair. You know, he scored about the same as Wrongway. Wrongway was doing, you know, much more dangerous work apparently. So, but luckily, you know, I was there to cover up and help after, you know, he did take out the most important guy. And you see why I always say you got to whack the artillery, because you don't know if that guy is a superstar artillery or just a regular dude. So if you can get a guy who turns out to be a superstar artillery, you can win the game essentially right then and there. So it's always important if you can get artillery, especially if he's actually good. It occurred to me that I had left something out, and that is, in case there's somebody new, which there's almost always someone who has never seen one of my videos before, and they're like, he talks about a long haul. What is a long haul? The long haul is an operation that starts on every Tuesday and runs through every Monday evening. What you do in the long haul is you try to finish top 7 on your team, win or lose, and you'll get credit for a long haul point. If you get 75 of those points, you will be awarded a random war chest. Usually private, sometimes sergeant, and every once in a while general. Last week, I had a long haul chest. That was a general's chest. And man, it was awesome. It was just absolutely awesome. So I wanted to let you guys know, in case you're not sure, you never know who's watching and what experience level they have or what they don't have. Some people don't explain this. I want to make sure I explain this at least every once in a while to keep it kind of fresh. So that's what was missing. And so I figured I would just make this commander insert with me pirate buddy. You know, Jolly Roger, or Boney if you want to call him that. He doesn't mind, because that's a 425 minimum gold. Or it's 850 if you get chest and a chest. Jackpot. So now I got another chest. With a minimum 425 plus 3 days of premium. Yoo-hoo! And that was just a sample of what you could get from a long haul. It starts off, in this case, I was super lucky to get a general's chest. Turns out it had a chest inside of a chest, and that became a 2-for-1. Now that is an ultra rare occurrence, but it happened to me right there last week. In fact, I posted it in another video, but I thought I would show it to you here since we're on the subject of long hauls, and now we'll continue with the rest of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed that match. It was a really great match for us. And when I say really for us, I mean, the goal is, of course, our main goal was long haul qualification. Win the game if we can, which we did. You know, wrong way was effective, but bad things can happen. And that's what happened to him. But luckily for him, that, you know, and for me as well, I only roll with guys that I consider insurance policies. If I get killed, do they have the ability to cash out a game? Well, the answer is yes. And it's the same thing in reverse. Did something bad happen to Wrong Way? It did. Does he roll with someone who has the ability to cash out a game? Yes. That's why we joined forces last night. We were having some, kind of, cruddy matches. And I was like, well, we're doing this. We might as well do it together. So he invited me, and I said, sure, I'll be glad to go with you. Because this is what we do whenever this happens. He knows, basically, he asked me because he knows I'm going to probably join him. And then we're going to go from having games to, yeah, baby. Okay, and that's what we had here. Sometimes, sometimes he's the hero. He had several great games. I was just getting mediocre kind of results just because of traffic patterns or what have you. Just all different kinds of things that happen. But in those games, I needed him to step up and whip butt, and he did. And then this was the reverse. Now, from my perspective, this was the best game we had. He had several where he was MVPs, and he would probably say that some of those were better. But he might agree with me that this was the best game we had because I killed 8 guys with an artillery in Himmelsdorf. So I was playing World of Tanks Clue. I did what people don't do. You don't see 8 kills by artillery under any circumstances in Himmelsdorf. So I was very lucky there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like. The thumbs up would help spread the word. Hope you learned something about the long hauls as well. Please tell your friends. That way they can see what you saw, learn what you learned, and maybe they'll give a thumbs up with a like or possibly even subscribe. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you again in the future.